EFT can really help you with quitting smoking. The first place to start is with cravings for cigarettes. Think to yourself, how exactly do I feel this craving in my body? Some people will experience that as a kind of tightness in their stomach perhaps, or a sort of itchiness around their throat and neck. Think about how it feels to you so that you can really tune in to the experience for yourself. Then you're perfectly okay to go ahead with calling it a craving because you know what that means to you. Assess the craving on your 0 to 10 scale at the beginning point. Just do that quickly because if you're in mid-craving, you're not going to have lots of time and you need to get tapping straight away. So let's suppose it's 8. Start tapping straight away, tuning into the physical feeling, the scratchiness in your neck or throat or however it is for you. Even though I have this craving, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this craving, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this craving, I deeply and completely accept myself. Match the tone of your voice to the intensity of the craving. Then just take the phrase this craving and tap each of the points in the sequence. This craving, this craving, this craving. You can even add words, perhaps this intense craving. I really crave that cigarette. I need that cigarette. I crave that cigarette. This craving. Keep tapping for as long as you need to feel some kind of shift in the intensity of the craving. And then assess it. Maybe it's gone down from 8 to 5, which is great news. But then keep tapping, just adjusting the words like this. Even though I still have some of this craving, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I still have some of this craving, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I still have some of this craving for that cigarette, I deeply and completely accept myself. Then continue with the sequence. Remaining craving, remaining craving, remaining craving. Again, matching your voice to the intensity of the feeling and adjusting that as the intensity begins to go down. Still some of this craving. Remaining craving. Remaining craving. Remaining craving. Remaining craving. Take a deep breath at the end of the round and then assess the intensity again. Supposing your intensity has gone down to somewhere around 3 or 4 at this stage, and at least keep tapping until it does, think to yourself, what emotions am I feeling right now? All manner of emotions can show up at this stage. What are they for you? Perhaps anger, sadness. Whatever it is, pick that next and begin tapping. Even though I have this feeling of sadness, I deeply and completely accept myself. For example, even though I feel really angry now, I deeply and completely accept myself. And then continue tapping again. Once you feel clear, ask yourself, how would I feel if I could never have another cigarette? That's likely to bring up some fairly deep feelings and emotions. Commonly, a feeling of deprivation perhaps, or even loss. So beginning right away, tapping, for example, even though I feel deprived without that cigarette, I deeply and completely love and accept myself now. Even though I'd feel deprived if I couldn't have that, I accept myself anyway. Even though I really have to have that cigarette, I deeply and completely accept myself. Deprived. I feel deprived. I feel deprived. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to be without that. I feel deprived without that. I feel deprived. I feel deprived. That's an example. What you need to do is fit the words to suit exactly how you're feeling. Then again, at this point, go back to asking yourself, how much do I need that cigarette now? How much do I crave that cigarette now? And continue in the same way, alternating between working on the feeling, the physical feeling of craving, and the emotional feelings that are going with it. If you do that every time that you want to have a cigarette, don't tell yourself that you can't have the cigarette, but just kind of make a pledge that you'll do some tapping first. If you do that every time, shortly you'll begin to find that the times when you want a cigarette become less and less.